Republicans have come out against Sarah Bloom Raskin, who is in the running to be the Fed's Wall Street regulator. Joining us now with more on this, Senator Bill Hagerty. He's a Republican who serves on the Banking Committee. I don't know if Republicans can do it single-handedly, but even Senator Jon Tester is looking at some things, not necessarily the same issues Republicans are looking at in terms of climate change, but in terms of some, I don't know, it looks like it could be some conflict of interest that we may have seen with a fintech company. Senator, what's going to dictate what happens, do you think?
Well, Senator Tester and I are both looking at exactly the same thing that has to do with nominee Sarah Bloom Raskin. You know, she's signed a piece of paper when she was serving as Deputy Secretary of Treasury. No revolving door allowed in the White House. She steps out. A few months later, she joins the board of a trust company that had been applying for a master account. That company had applied for a master account. A fintech company was applying. It had been denied. When she comes on the board, she picks up the phone, calls the head of the Kansas City Fed. Somehow, some way, that master trust agreement miraculously appears for that one state-chartered fintech company. None had ever happened before, and none have ever happened since. Ms. Raskin stays on several more months. When it's time for her to go, she leaves with a payment of $1.5 million. We've asked her detailed questions about this. She's flustered. She has no answer. We've asked her in writing to respond to these questions. She has yet to answer.
Do you think switching over, we'll see if you get any resolution on that, but switching over to the sort of activist role that people worry about the Fed playing in certain issues, and some people have even gone back in that this with the climate change the regulation would be similar to Operation Choke Point. Yeah. You remember that with the Obama-Biden administration.
Certainly.
Trying to debank the gun industry. Do you think the Federal Reserve would be in a position to, and does that make sense, to debank the fossil fuel industry?
Well, first, let's say it doesn't make sense. That's not within the charter of the Federal Reserve. Their charter is very simple. It's price stability and full employment. Yet Ms. Raskin has written time and again about reimagining the role of the Fed and using this to go after unfavored industries. At this point in time, she's talking about oil and gas. You know, it happens to be oil and gas today. It could be any other industry tomorrow, but this is not the role of the Federal Reserve.
In your view, when it's all said and done, does she get a thumbs up?
Well, we need to get her to answer the questions that she's been asked. To date, she's been incredibly evasive. And if she's not able to answer these questions clearly, then of course she shouldn't be granted an opportunity to move forward. We need her to answer the questions, answer them truthfully and under oath.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.